Hello, you're joining me here at the Oracle of the Feather-Crowned Tree. My name is Elspeth, and this is going to be the Sacred Directions reading for April 8th through the 10th while the moon is in Scorpio and the sun is in Aries. This reading has 5 cards. I use a different deck for every card. And the center card will be the will, and the cards surrounding it represent the directions. I'll give the meaning for the directions in this reading as I move through them. If you are having a solar return during this time, you should find that these energies will be hallmarked for you throughout the year ahead. So please refer to the other readings. I do 3 more for every time period, for a total of 4. And those may have some very meaningful messages for you as well, and for anyone whenever they're tuning in. So we'll begin with the center card for the will, and its question is, how can I cultivate more beauty and harmony in my life through learning and self-awareness? And today we have riches, Saturn and Capricorn. Below stands the winged figure of Fortuna, carrying the symbols of her riches, health, wealth, and the arts. Beside her is the pentacle, representing man and the 5 senses. Above is the great seal of the fruits of the earth. Saturn is in its happiest position in the sign of Capricorn, and people with this placing feel a great need to make their mark on life. For that reason, they direct extreme self-discipline and tenacity towards personal achievement. They have more patience than most people, and this is just as well, as by far their greatest successes occur as they get older. Saturn Capricorn people are good organizers and take their responsibilities seriously. They can accept other people's authority, knowing that this is just a step on the path to becoming an authority themselves. It is always advisable for Saturn Capricorns to be aware of going over the top and forgetting their sense of fun. They may need to heed the old saying about all the work and no play. Life begins at 40 for people with Saturn and Capricorn, and most people with this aspect grow easier and more relaxed as they prosper and flourish with each progressive success. The negative of all this is not nice, and in extreme cases, the Saturn Capricornian becomes the power-hungry miser, treading on other people's backs to get to the top. If excessive value is put on financial gain, one runs the risk of losing all sense of reality, putting every effort into making more and more money and refusing to spend on anything. When the richest card appears in a reading, it usually points toward the successful conclusion of a financial arrangement or deal. Events associated with this are the stock market, dealings with government organizations, involvement in politics, receiving an honor of some kind. Our next position will be for the East. It is affiliated with spirit and fire. How can I guide the present moment of my life towards being emboldened with the highest spiritual truths? From the Dragon Oracle Guide, we have Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Rose is the vibration of pure and beautiful, warm-hearted love, and these 7th-dimensional dragons radiate this higher love. Our heart center has 33 facets, which range from the green of conditional love through pink to pure white. When we are ready to open the pure white transcendent petals in the center of our glowing heart, The rose-pink dragons help us to connect our heart with Venus, the cosmic heart, where we tune into cosmic love and oneness. These beautiful dragons are attracted to us as soon as our heart is ready. We may feel our heart center becomes warm when they are near us. People will then respond to the rose pink that is starting to shine in our energy fields. Receiving this card suggests that your higher heart is ready to connect to the cosmic heart. Ask the rose pink dragon to touch your heart center and sense it awakening and expanding. When the 4 central petals open, they sparkle with diamond light. They contain the higher facets of the love energy of the universe. Be aware of them lighting up so that all 33 facets of your heart center are active. You may see or sense a shaft of rose pink light flowing from your heart right up to the cosmic heart, which opens wide to you. Breathe soft, warm, pink light into your aura. Notice how you transcend your emotions as the rose pink dragons stay close to you and light you up. The south, it represents emotions and water. How can I give of myself through respectful expression of feelings to secure trust? From the Hawaiian Wisdom Oracle deck, we have Wreath, the lei, cherish. Lei appears when it is time to cherish with affection. Affection enables you to unload your problems and cast off your cares. It is important to be able to give as well as receive affection in order to maintain sanity and health. Be cautious when choosing what you cherish, for the sharing of affection is woven with responsibility. Lei reminds you to celebrate that which you cherish and throw away that which is unimportant. The sharing of affection requires the ability to give as well as receive. The sharing of affection intertwines people's lives in unforeseen ways. The giving and receiving of affection weaves others into your memory and allows you to feel your connection with them, even if you are lonely or sad. Memories and relationships are said to be like flowers, which can be woven like garlands to surround and comfort the weak, the helpless, the sick, or the aged. It is important to gather them whenever you can, for one day you also may be weak, helpless, sick, or aged. It is then that you can wrap yourself with the comfort of your cherished memories of relationships and experiences. The West, physical and earth. How can I persevere through challenges to manifest my vision based on meaning? From the Dreamtime reading cards, we have mountain, strong foundations. Growing up, I could always see the mountains. A mountain represents strength and firm foundations. It stands strong, magnificent, and proud, the same way it has stood for millions of years. With every year, its appearance shows subtle changes as it weathers the storms and the elements. The trees that grow on its face rise and fall, uprooted by the elements. This leaves the mountain face scarred, revealing the cracks and fissures on its surface. But still it does not waver. It continues to stand silent, weathered but unbreakable, proudly wearing every groove and sign of its age. The mountains represent foundations. It reminds you that you need to be grounded and stable as you weather each year of your life. It represents the process of aging and reminds you of the wisdom that comes with each year. It also signifies the strength and durability that comes from laying firm foundations. The mountain's gift is gentle pride, strength, and wisdom that comes with age. It reminds you it is not always about what you look like on the outside, but what you know in your heart. Be dependable, share wisdom, and support each other in the aging process. The mountain reminds you just how much you can withstand in a lifetime. And our last card for the North will be from an Aztec-based deck. The North represents the intellect and air. The card that we have is Quail. How can I detach from negative states of thinking so that my story makes my dreams come true? The keywords associated with this card are healing and rehabilitation. One of the things that quails are known for is their tendency to panic and race across the ground after being disturbed. They can run as fast as 12 miles per hour. This well-known characteristic made its way into Aztec religious lore. In one of the primary Aztec creation myths, humans were formed out of the jade bones of a former race of men, now extinct. These old bones had been negotiated for and brought back from the land of the dead by none other than the clever god Quetzalcoatl. During his journey from Mictlan, a quail raced across his path, causing him to stumble and drop some bones, breaking them. He gathered up the bone pieces and continued his journey to the surface of the earth, where the gods created the first two human beings out of these imperfect bones by anointing them with the gods' own blood. During the period of the Aztec Empire, healers invoked quail as an ally in setting the broken bones of their patients. Here is a translation by the Catholic priest de Alcaran of an invocation used by an Aztec physician to set a broken bone in a patient. Hail, O quail, causer of uproar! What is this that you have done with the Mictlan bone that you broke, that you crushed? And now I have come to fix it and set it in its place by stretching the bone that it is amidst the flesh. Because quail was held responsible for Quetzalcoatl's mishap so long ago, quail is summoned to repair this broken bone as well. This is another example of the sympathetic relationship that was believed to exist between the Mexica and animals. If quail has made an appearance in your cards or in your life, it is time to set things right, to mend that which has been broken. It is a time of healing and rehabilitation for a particular ailment, or perhaps for emotional injury. Quail is here to remind you that healing is a process that takes time. Rest is a requirement for healing of every type, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Rehabilitation also takes patience, commitment, and forgiveness. We cannot always be warriors. We all have weaknesses and ailments and would benefit from learning to be gentle with ourselves and to let go of critical judgments of our progress. Sometimes healing and rehabilitation take more courage than you can imagine. You may not believe you have that courage, but you do. That end. Thank you for being here. Please join me for any of the other readings if you feel like doing so. I wish you a very, very blessed day and all the health and happiness you could possibly muster up.